Hey, welcome back everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, do you guys remember this? Of course you do. It's a Steam Deck. And Steam Deck had a slow start. You know, it had like a uncertainty to it in the beginning, but slowly but surely it became a big hit and it became very successful. And if you own one of these bad boys, you will understand why this was so successful. I can do a separate video on this to tell you why it's successful, but let me just briefly tell you in short why it's successful. It's successful because it's a computer. It's a computer that's handheld and it's built inside. It has a GPU, CPU, it has the memory, all of the jazz that your laptop and your tablet has. So this is something that should set a new standard for other to follow, and others have followed. Other third-party companies have followed in the same footstep as the Steam Valve, but Steam Valve is still, in my opinion, the best handheld device. Now, you're going to say, well, what does this has to do with Sony and PlayStation? Well, it has a lot to do with Sony and PlayStation, because Sony and PlayStation have really kind of paved the way of the portable gaming devices. Now, I know that majority of you are going to say Nintendo. Granted, Nintendo, yes, but Nintendo only appeases to a certain audience, you know, to certain demographics, right? PlayStation appealed to everybody, you know, and PlayStation Portable was that one device. I believe it was 2004 when it was released. I had a chance to have it, to buy it, and I had so much fun with PlayStation Portable. It was very successful. PlayStation Portable was so successful that I don't think even this device right here will be able to pick up the pace and compete with 50 million units that it sold in the course of, I don't know, was it a couple of years that it was in 2004, 2005, I think. I could be wrong if my memory serves me right. But either way, I know that it sold a lot of units. I think it was 50 million in a couple of years. So when you look at PlayStation Portable and when you look at how successful that was, when you look at actually, I think it was 80 million. I'm sorry. I think PlayStation Portable sold 80 million. I think in the first year or second year. I could be wrong. You guys can correct me down on the comment section. That's fine, you know. But I think it was 80 million units that they sold in the first year or second year. Either or. But either way, even if it was 2 years, doesn't matter. Still, that's a lot of units that they sold. So now I hear this news from a Screen Rant that a rumored PlayStation 5 handheld, it's a huge missed opportunity for PlayStation. And this article here really points out some interesting key points that I'm going to read through this, and then I'm going to give you my opinion on why I'm making this video. So first, let's read through this, and when I finish reading this article, I'm going to give you my opinions on it as to why I'm even making this video to regard of this. All right, so let me read the article. This is by Screen Rant, story by Glenn Bunn, 4 hours ago. Reports have circulated surrounding a new PlayStation handheld, but if they are accurate, remember, this is just the rumors. It's nothing, it's set in stone. All right, it's just a rumor. They're circulating rumors. And if these rumors are accurate, Sony is missing out on a huge opportunity. Sony has made handhelds in the past, but has seen varying degrees of success with them and hasn't released a new handheld since the PlayStation Vita in 2011 and 2012. Instead, opting to focus on its main consoles like the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and producing an impressive library of first-party exclusive titles in the years that followed. While the PSP, PlayStation Portable, was a success, bringing then somewhat recent PlayStation 2 visuals to handhelds, the PlayStation Vita underperformed massively. On paper, the Vita should have been as big, if not a bigger success than the PlayStation Portable. With its better graphics, with games like Uncharted Golden the Abyss coming close to matching the series, PlayStation 3 entries, touchscreen camera, motion tracking, and more, marking a huge upgrade in handhelds of the time. Sadly, a lack of third-party support resulted in a smaller library of games compared to its rival Nintendo DS. And despite the PlayStation 4 pushing remote play with the Vita as a selling point upon the console's 2013 launch, it ultimately wasn't enough, and Sony dropped the support for the PlayStation Vita. PlayStation's new handheld is reportedly focusing heavily on remote play. According to Insider Gaming, PlayStation's next handheld, codenamed Q Lite, is in active development with an 8-inch LCD touchscreen and haptic feedback similar to that of the PS5 DualSense controllers. This report states that the Q Lite will work as an addition to the PlayStation 5 rather than a standalone device like Sony handhelds before it. This is due to the device reportedly heavily relying on PlayStation 5's remote play feature. Sony has been pushing the remote play feature recently in a series of promotional videos showing players accessing their PS5 library on their laptops, tablets, and phones. Although Insider Gaming claims that the Q Lite is not a cloud streaming device, both the PS5 and the handheld need to be on and connected to the internet, which limits its functionality compared to other handhelds such as this one, of course. So when you look at other handhelds like Steam Deck, where games can be downloaded and played offline, while this will be useful when trying to play the Q Lite at home, if another member of the household is occupying the TV, the PS5, it's connected to it, and does ultimately feels like a huge missed opportunity in other ways. So let me dissect this to you in case you guys are confused the way I'm reading this. So this is a huge misstep, okay? Considering the fact that Sony back in 2004, when it released a PlayStation Portable, was a huge success because of the ability to play games offline. You put in that mini disc, you put it in there, close it, and start playing it. Right? It was almost like a Walkman of video games. Right? I called it a Walkman of video games, where you just put in a mini disc and you're good to go, you're good to play. And that was a lot of fun. That was convenient. That's what made Sony so great back then. And then they released some years later, 2011, 2012 PlayStation Vita, which in my opinion was also successful. But the problem was, you had Nintendo with their Nintendo 3DS XL and all those other Nintendo handhelds that they have released. But that wasn't the main reason. The main reason was, just like they said over here, the main reason is that their focus prior to the launch of the PlayStation 4 was on the remote play. And I don't know why Sony is making these stupid decisions. first with the PlayStation VR 2, and now with this remote play crap. Like, Sony, are you living on a different planet? Are you living under some rock? Did you like fall through a different membrane of a different dimension, through a different universe with parallel line that has two different universes within one universe? Like, is this some kind of a Twilight Zone? How could you have not realized that the reason why this is successful, the reason why Steam Deck is successful, it's because you can play the games offline. You don't have to be connected online. As long as you got the memory in there, like 2 terabytes or whatever, 500 gigabytes, whatever you have on here, as long as you got enough memory in there to download those games, you are good to go. You can take this with you anywhere and play it. You could be playing this anywhere, and you don't need the internet to do so. You can play it offline. And it has its own GPU and CPU to run those games. Why in the name of Zeus's hairy butthole are you focused mainly on the remote play? Nobody cares about remote play. I can do remote play right now on my phone. Right here. I can do that right now. So why would I want to buy your Q Lite if I can do that right now on my phone? All I have to do is download the remote play PlayStation app, and I can do that right here. This is such a stupid decision. This is why I'm so disappointed with Sony. Like, what happened, Sony, dude? I mean, it's almost like you're looking for a Titanic. It's almost like you're looking to fail. It's almost like you're asking to fail. I mean, I can't believe that the company this big can make some dumb decisions like this. Hello? You're not aware of your success with the PlayStation Portable? And you're not asking yourself why PlayStation Portable was so successful? You're not acknowledging the fact that Steam Deck Valve is successful, and why Steam Deck Valve is successful? Under which universe are you living in, Sony? And then you released the PlayStation VR 2. And what happened with PlayStation VR 2? Nothing. It's just like an add-on. It's just some add-on that's there for people who want to use it. Very expensive add-on if you want it. Like, I don't know what's going on with Sony. But if this is true, then Sony is... Listen, Sony, I don't like the road you're taking right now, Sony. You know, right now you're giving the opportunity to Microsoft. Microsoft's going to say, you know what, why don't we create our own little handheld device, and why don't we do it with a Game Pass? You're also giving a great opportunity to Steam Valve #2 to be the dominant force when it comes out. You're also giving the opportunity to Nintendo, already successful Nintendo Switch OLED, when they create Nintendo Switch Pro. I mean, you're not going to stand any chance, Sony. And what are you doing, Sony? You are creating some... Why are you creating and making products that nobody wants? Nobody wants this. Nobody gives a shit about the cloud, and nobody cares about the remote play. Because I can do that on my phone. I can connect my PlayStation 5 to my phone or my tablet. So why would I want to buy your Sony's Q Lite remote play device? First PlayStation VR 2, now this. Man, I hate to be always right. I hate to be always right, dude. Sony, you're dropping the ball. I don't know what's going on with you, Sony, but you're making some dumb decisions. Don't make me move to the green team. You are pushing me to go to the green team, and you're also pushing me to go to the PC. And you're also pushing me to go to this. Sony, what are you doing? I'm going to leave the video by saying this. Sony, stop making these dumb decisions. First PlayStation VR 2, and now this. The Q Lite. Just stop it, Sony. If you need a counseling, if you need somebody to counsel you, like a good counseling, I can, give you some good advice. If you need some help on how to make your next product, it's not that difficult. You just need to ask around. Actually, you don't even have to ask around, Sony. Do your damn research. And I'm pretty sure you're not living in a cave, and I'm pretty sure you're not living in some other universe, Sony. You know what's going on. You know what's hot on the market, and there is no excuse, Sony, for you to be making these dumb decisions. Okay? Why you want to end up like Kinect? Nobody cared about Kinect. Nobody wanted it. And you're doing the same thing with PlayStation VR 2, turning it into a Kinect device. No one's going to care about that. Yes, PlayStation VR 2 is turning into a Kinect device. And now you got this stupid thing called Q. A remote play. If this is some kind of a shit, this is the kind of a shit I expect to see from Soulja Boy or some, I don't know, Banana Republic third-party company. But this is you, Sony. PlayStation. The #1 leader of video gaming. And this is what you got? This is the best you have? For 2023 and beyond? Whew. Wow, Sony. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. Anyway, that's it, guys. Enough of this rant. I'm sorry I can't give you any good news, but don't blame me. Blame Sony for making such stupid decisions. Now, this is still a rumor. It's still a rumor, but these rumors, sometimes there's a 50% chance of truth to it. Anyway, I hope this is not true. I hope that Sony's not going to make this stupid decision to do this. But if they do, I'm telling you right now, they're going to fail. That's dead on arrival, because you can't compete with this. You can't compete with this. And you can't compete with Nintendo Switch OLED. Especially Nintendo Switch Pro that's coming up. And especially with Steam Deck Valve #2 that's coming out. You're not going to be able to compete. Alright, so I don't know what you're doing, Sony, but I hope this is not true. I hope you're not making these dumb decisions. Because I like you. I like PlayStation, I like Sony. But some of these decisions you're making right now, it's not good. And it's really not looking good. So anyway, there you have it. Let me know what you think. And what do you think is going to happen? Do you think this is true? Sony's going to do this, make these dumb decisions, or maybe they're going to do something right. But I don't know. I think this is true. I think it's true because it's already being researched by Insider Gaming. And Insider Gaming, you know, why would they be lying? Why would they, you know, I don't think they're in the business of lying. Because if that was the case, then people would have exposed Insider Gaming a long time ago. And I think this is actually true. And that's why I made this video. That's why I'm worried. First PlayStation VR 2, a Kinect of PlayStation, and now this total. This is going to be dead on arrival. No one's going to buy this. 8-inch LCD touchscreen. Why? Why would I want to waste my money on that? Why? When I have this. Why? Anyway, sorry guys, but it is what it is. I'm not happy with Sony so far. They're making some dumb decisions. They're not listening. They're not researching. And that's not good. Maybe Jim Ryan should step down. Maybe it's time for somebody else to come in. I don't know. Well, anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Take care, and I'll see you soon.